My name is Caleb Ariano. My ethnicity is Mexican. My heritage has shaped how I see family, time, and community. I'll speak on benevolence, collectivism, and polychronic time. Each value shows up in my family through family gatherings, shared celebrations, and the way we treat time is flexible and centered on people. The first value is benevolence. Benevolence is the preservation and enhancement of the welfare of people with whom one is in frequent personal contact. One example is family dinners. My mom hosts family dinners on Sundays, and everybody comes over. And by everybody, I mean like my siblings with their families, and sometimes their friends because they have kids. Um, Another one is where some of my friends or our uncles or aunts or whomever is coming over, they're going to come over announced, unannounced. So that's why extra food gets made. Another example is helping extended family members is not a choice; it's a duty, but it's within the culture, so it's not like something you wouldn't choose. But I mean, maybe some of my cousins might feel like, Gary, I gotta help somebody out. I don't really look at it like that. I don't know. I'm kind of a people person already, so I don't really have like this. I don't know. I don't have like an individualist kind of nature unless it's me playing music or me doing something on my time. Uh, but again, that's a whole other bag. If someone in the family needs a ride or money within reason, we don't ask, we just help out. Tend to do that quite often just because kind of the person that is kind of takes up that somebody needs to go to the airport or need a ride to the concert or something like that. Like, there's no point in getting an Uber unless like I'm doing something or everybody's doing something. Generally, it's not even a question. It's just like, oh, you need a ride. Okay. And then yeah, and then so beyond caring for individuals, Mexican culture also emphasizes group identity, which brings me to my second value, and that's collectivism. Collectivism is when people see themselves as part of a group and give loyalty and obligation to that group. An example of which is like when I make decisions such as school or my career, I ask my family about it. Like, what do you, like I ask them, it's open dialogue. Uh, and sometimes I'll just choose something else, but like typically, like for like academia or going back to school, which is I'm a returning student. Ask somebody like my brother who has attended, who's a Berkeley alumni. He lives in Europe. He's successful, but that's just one example, I guess. Or um, I'll ask my sister about, my career path. Honestly, she's the real reason why I'm back in school. Uh, that way, I can pivot into marketing or advertising. I have an extensive uh, history in sales, so that's why I'm having such a hard time recording this. I'm like, I can filibust and trying to hit 6 minutes. Anyways, that's a whole other thing. Um, And then another example is quinceanera, which we had for my niece a few years back. She's in college now, so take it with a grain of salt. A few years, 5 years ago, or something like that, is a person's milestone. That so the quinceanera is obviously a personal person's milestone, which is my niece's. That belongs to the entire family because community, family come together, and it's great for networking and bonding and communion. Um, and then my father, last example would be my father pulled me aside when I was in my early 20s, said, "Hey, whatever you're doing, it's an example. It sets the tone for who you are. It communicates what you're about, and also where you come from. So um, it reflects the family, but it reflects us, and it reflects the community. It's a really holistic way of looking at things as I've gotten older. It really attributed to my growth. And so, anyways, collectivism shapes how choices are made. The rhythm of life also depends on how we treat time. And this moves us forward to my third value, which is polychronic time. And polychronic time means you do many things at once and treat schedules as flexible because relationships matter more than the clock. Um, Family parties never start on time, which is true, and yet they last late into the night, up into the early morning, even 3, 4, even sometimes 5 o'clock, with my cousins. Just hanging out, partaking in certain things. I won't go into specifics. Food, music, and stories, they all happen together. It's really communal. It's really about partying, about not letting loose necessarily, but just really coming together and just spending time with each other, food, obviously. I have learned that if someone needs my attention, I give it, even if I'm in the middle of something, which is really true. I've had my car torn apart, and I've helped somebody drop in a new radiator uh, in the middle of some brake project or front end suspension or something. Anyways, finally, these values connect into a cultural identity that blends care, community, and time. And all three values focus on relationships. They are similar because they show that people and family come before anything else. They are different in how they appear. Benevolence is daily care, collectivism is loyalty and group celebration. And polychronic time is flexibility with schedules. Together, these values connect my Mexican identity, showing that it is built on care, loyalty, and this is Caleb Mariano. This is my cultural values speech. Have a great evening. See you on the next one.